So, welcome to this video where we're going to meet Chris, who is a committed and successful group journey member on the 7-step journey. So, Chris has been on her journey for several years, and today she's sharing part of her story. So, the challenges that she's faced, the breakthroughs that she's had, and the incredible progress that she's made, having 7 completely clutter-free areas and rooms. So, let's meet Chris. Welcome, Chris. And thank you for sharing your story with us. So, the 7-step journey is an online video program that takes you from cluttered to clutter-free forever. And it does that by breaking the process of clutter clearing down into small, manageable, bite-sized pieces, and as the name suggests, 7 distinct steps. So you've been successfully clearing your clutter by following the 7-step journey online program, in which I guide you what to do. So how would you describe the 7-step journey that you've been on, and how has it enabled you to clear all your clutter in 7 areas and rooms of your home without the need for me to travel to your home to help you?
Well, I would never ever have done it on my own. I know that. But I had someone come in when we moved house. Someone came to help me try and clear some of my clutter, and it was a bit of a disaster. It was a friend of mine, and it just made me very stressed because it was kind of, oh, you don't want this, you don't want this, you don't want this. So I would not want to do that again. And also, there's all that shame around it. People who don't have a clutter challenge don't understand why you can't just get rid of everything. Um, yeah, so that's why I did the journey.
And how has it enabled you to succeed without somebody standing in your home with you?
Um, because it's a program that you go through, I looked on it very much as a course that I was doing. Um, and it's all laid out for you. Um, and then the other thing is having the support all the way along. I've had the support of the social gatherings, um, and the two things combined have helped me to keep going when I would have given up.
So, before you started your 7-step journey, did you wonder how it could possibly help you clear your clutter without anybody coming to your home?
Um, yes, I did some social gatherings to start with, and people talked about the journey, so I grasped a bit about what it was. Um, and the idea was to help you understand why you had the clutter challenge, because otherwise it would just grow back. If somebody came to my home and did it, it would grow back immediately.
So, other types of help for people who struggle with clutter focus on helping them, as you say, get rid of their clutter and organize their homes. So, how you alluded to it there, but how would you say the 7-step journey is different to what other people do to help people who struggle with clutter?
Well, as I said, it is helping you to understand why you've got the clutter challenge, so that it doesn't grow back, and helping you to believe that you can do it and it won't grow back. There's always that kind of nagging feeling at the back of your mind that it might. Um, yeah, I hadn't really looked into any other programs apart from the ones you see on the television, obviously. And I always think, I'm sure that theirs will grow back. It's just too instant. You can't change the habits of a lifetime just like that with somebody. Even if it's you doing the letting go, you're still doing it under pressure, and you're not really changing the reasons. And it's a bit sad sometimes, when you see people who've had trauma or something, and they're not really dealing with that just by letting go of their stuff.
So, how important has the learning about yourself and your clutter been in terms of enabling you to stay clutter free once you've cleared the areas and rooms that you've cleared?
Yeah, it's very important. I mean, I've actually really enjoyed the theory side of it. So that was an unexpected bonus in a way. Found it really interesting, and obviously applying it to myself as well. Um, yeah. Sorry, I'm not sure what to say.
So, how do you manage to fit working on your journey into your busy life? We do between 30 minutes and a maximum of 2 hours a day.
Yeah, I've tended to do 2 hours a day, really, whenever I can, all the way through. Um, yeah, I started off especially, I was determined to do a week and a week and finish the whole thing in 2 years. I thought that I'd be able to do that, but I found that it was actually taking more than 2 hours a day. And in the end, I got a bit sort of burnt out, a bit fed up with it because I thought it was taking over my whole life. Um, and somebody on the social gathering said, just do 15 minutes. You don't have to do 2 hours every time. And that was quite revolutionary for me because that sort of released me to just do what I could when I could. And that made a big difference.
As we always say, moving forward, making progress is more important than how fast you move forward. So, what surprised you the most about the 7 step journey?
And what surprised me the most? I suppose to start with the fact that we didn't immediately start clutter clearing. So my husband, for instance, kept saying, "Well, when are you going to clear the clutter? When are you going to clear the clutter?" And I couldn't really explain to him, but I think that was the surprise that there was a lot of understanding needed to happen first, which is obvious when you think about it, but it wasn't obvious at the time. Yeah, and the fact that it is a steady progression.
You described their impatience that a lot of
Yeah,
us
and
and the people we live with.
perfectionism.
Absolutely.
Definitely a perfectionist.
Has your husband appreciated the 7 areas and rooms that are completely clutter-free now?
Um, I'd like to think so. Occasionally he's complimentary. Um, yeah, I think he thinks it's the stick rather than the carrot. So I still get beaten up about the areas that aren't cleared.
It won't be long before they're all clutter-free. So finally, if someone asked you why they should invest their time and energy in the 7 step journey, especially like you say, given that you don't start by actually dealing with the physical clutter, instead of having a professional come to their home and help them have a blitz, what would you tell them? So what are the benefits to you for having done the 7 step journey instead of having had someone come into your home to help you?
Well, I'm starting to believe that it is going to stay clutter free, and I know it wouldn't have done if somebody had just helped me. Well, because that did happen before we moved, and then once we moved here, the clutter was built up more than ever. So that, and also, oh, sorry, I get going blank. What was I going to say? I hope you can edit these bits out. I can't remember what was the question.
So if
So it's a bit
someone
early in
asked
the
you,
morning for me.
if someone asked you why they should
Whether it's
invest their time and energy in the 7 step journey rather than having somebody come in to help them.
Yeah, no, it's been well worth it, definitely. Even though it's taken me a lot longer than I thought it would, I'm still glad I did it, and I'm glad I'm continuing. Um, yeah, definitely.
Well,
And
you're
it's an
about to move on.
investment, really. Sorry.
No. You're about to move on to step 7, the final step of your journey, which is very exciting. So it won't be long until you're celebrating being completely clutter-free forever. Lovely. Thank you for sharing your story, Chris. And we'll see you again very soon.